Today in my screencast, I will cover my unit, the learning objectives and skills for students, enabling tasks, assessment strategies, and some example feedback, as well as the distribution of marks. So my LES is taught to grade 8 geography, and unit is on native territories. Native territories has been under a lot of heat and criticism in the past. As teachers, we need to avoid presenting Aboriginal realities in a nostalgic and folk culture point of view, reducing Aboriginal groups to stereotypes. So this leads me to my learning objectives. I want them to realize that Aboriginal issues and claims are still in motion today. I also want them to share that sharing a territory requires the agreement of different peoples and perspectives. Through the enabling tasks and the culminating task, students will be able to define who is and who isn't an Aboriginal, map the territorial organization of many Aboriginal groups, discuss the situation and the pervasive issues of a specific Aboriginal group, and understand the reasoning behind the natives' claims to the land. So what are my enabling tasks? I have a map activity to better understand location and basic skills of geography. I also have a Nunavut spokesperson activity so they can learn to speak and defend their ideas and their arguments. And a phono analysis to infer on the situations of an Aboriginal group and claims to the land. This will give them the skills for my culminating task. Task contains the right, do, say required of a culminating task. So the right is the template of findings. Number 2 is an international conference. And number 3 is a poster. Assessment strategies. Here is the right assessment strategy for the template. So here's the checklist at the bottom. You have the boxes that you check off and the total at the bottom. For the say, I decided to do a rating scale, and it's out of 100. So you have the research, the bibliography, the facts presented, the quality of the presentation, and the creativity of the presentation, all adding up to 100. The do, I decided to do a poster rubric detailing from 4 to 1 what quality I'm looking for inside the poster. I'm going to show you example feedback on a high level achieving mark from the poster. So here you see in green I marked them as excellent. And so they fully considered the characteristics of the territorial organization in his response, and it was done in a very organized way. And so the feedback I would give is here. Your information on the Aboriginal group and territory was covered thoroughly. All titles and headings were well organized, making it easy to read. I also wanted to show you how it all falls together and how I distributed the marks. So the map, the spokesperson, the photo analysis, and the template are all valued and weighted the same. And the conference and the poster are the key evaluations. So here it is for Joe Swanson. 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 6 out of 7. And then he didn't have the greatest of conference or poster, and so it kind of hurt his final mark here. So this is how I distributed my marks, emphasizing the conference and the poster part of the presentation. To finish, I just wanted to show you my final poster. So I have an introduction kind of overview here, the learning objectives, the skills, what the student will actually be able to do, the enablings here, the enabling assessment, the culminating task, the right do say, and the right do say assessment tools. Here the overview of lessons, and here is the justification of my assessment. So why I chose a rubric, why did I choose a rating scale, and why did I choose a checklist. So all in all, it was great to put all this together in an LES form, and I think I will be well prepared to implement this in the coming months at BCS. Thank you very much. Happy holidays. Follow and understand the points you are making. And I can really tell you made an effort in the aesthetic quality of your poster. A low level would be different. So it would be information was accurate and significant to the Aboriginal group. So giving them, positive feedback at the beginning. And then I would go with some of the criticism. So all titles and headings were organized, but I would enlarge the font in order to catch the reader's attention. Poster is well designed. Perhaps a few more pictures would help. So this kind of sandwich type of feedback, where you give positive feedback, then criticize, and then give positive again.